Hey everybody, welcome back to our Wednesday live sale extravaganza. This is going to be our last live sale of the day. I've picked out some cool indie back issue sets and a couple of indie key issues as well. And we'll see if any of you guys want that stuff. If you want to request things from us, this is our phone number. We are taking calls. We are processing payments over the phone. And we're doing curbside pickup.
We also ship, right?
We are shipping also. If you're interested in shipping, please email us at pulpfictiononline@hotmail.com so you can talk to our shipping professional about what that goes.
Do we ship any characters together in like fan fiction too, or?
I ship. Yeah. Who did I ship? What was the last thing I shipped? I've shipped things. I ship. I can't think of anything.
You took a ship earlier today.
I have taken. I ship all day long.
To the books.
Okay. Let's start with a couple of single issues that I have. Not very many, just a couple. I start out with one that I get traded in and sell Moo all the time. Max.
I remember that.
Sam Keith. And it's going to be a movie supposedly with who's the dancer guy from the stripper movies?
Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum's production company. So Channing Tatum play the Max. Anyway, $5 for issue 1.
That's pretty good.
It's a fun thing to have in your collection. Okay, this is another one I just think is a lot of fun. This is Sex Criminals #1. If you're not already familiar with Sex Criminals, I mean, not as a concept, but the actual comic book, it is about a young woman who, when she's a little girl or when she gets to adolescence, finds out that every time she has an orgasm, she can stop time for 15 minutes.
What?
She thinks she's the only one that can do that, but she eventually meets another gentleman who can do the same thing, and they decide, amongst other things, to rob banks. So that's Sex Criminals. This is a really fun comic book. This one in particular, we're selling for $9.99.
What's with that variant cover?
Because this is a 4th printing. And in the 4th printing, this is the actual creative team. So that's Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky is the artist of the series. And they're doing kind of a fun middle school, what do you call that? Not yearbook, but...
glamour photo.
Glamour
type
photo,
thing.
yeah. It's pretty neat with their sweaters and everything. And then it is actually signed by Matt Fraction.
Can you hold that closer?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So pretty cool. This was probably the most fun printing that they did for the first issue. It was very popular. I'll sell that for $9.99. All right. Here's a little bit more of a hot tamale. We got Preacher #1.
Nice.
Preacher #1. This is one of my all-time favorite comic books. This is a great first issue have classic Vertigo series by Garth Ennis and the late Steve Dillon, rest in peace. It is in very good shape. Very, very good shape. We're trying to sell this one for $49.99. $49.99. I sold a set of these a couple of years ago, right before the show started. Like I personally did, not the store, for $800.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Would you like to know how much I bought them for?
How much?
$400.
Holy moly.
Who's a businessman?
You.
Me.
How did you watch that whole show? Did it just finish?
I didn't really care
4th
for
season?
it. I dropped off after the first season, sorry. Love the comic book.
Book's way better.
Book's way better. Okay, here comes some sets. I think I already have a buyer for this, so go ahead and put in a bid if you want, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell it to you.
Mobius.
Mobius, yeah. This
I
is
said
pretty
that.
cool.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's
I'm thinking.
You're thinking
Spider-Man.
of the living vampire that loves
my bad.
plasma.
Yeah, this is Mobius.
This is Mobius, the famous French artist Jean Giraud, who is also dead. Rest in peace. And this is one of his European works that got translated and presented over here in the United States by Epic, which was Marvel's sort of Vertigo before Vertigo even existed. And it was a pretty neat line. They brought over the Ink Hall to people over here for the first time, and they also did Akira over here for the first time for Americans. So this is Airtight Garage. It's a classic Mobius story. All 4 issues for $39.99. Again, if you have a request, go ahead and make it, but I might not be able to give it to you. I need to do some homework. All right. Let's work our way up to the big ones. We'll just like go stay small. Here's another 4-issue miniseries that I picked out because it's one of my personal favorite books. Aliens Dead Orbit. This is a series that's completely written, drawn, and colored by James Stokoe, who's one of my favorite artists. And I'm a massive alien nerd. I think this is maybe the best alien story anybody's ever done in a comic book. And I did a whole video of this that maybe we can link to, actually, on my old YouTube days, talking about it and analyzing it and whatnot. So if you're a fan of aliens, this is a really great read for $9.99. It's a 4-issue miniseries. Highly recommended. The only really knowledge you need to have going into this is just kind of a passing familiarity with the concept of the creature, maybe to watch the first movie. That's about it.
What's the kind of timeline or...
There isn't any. There's no characters from any of the films. They're salvagers that come across a derelict ship, and bad stuff happens.
Michael Damasco agrees with you. He says, best alien book.
Yes, Damasco, you're correct. All right. Let's do this. We got any Brubaker and Sean Phillips fans out there?
Oh, you know it.
I got a couple of really cool sets here for you, each one $19.99. I have the entire Fade Out series, their Golden Age of Hollywood murder mystery. So the entire series there. And all of Incognito, which was before Fade Out. This is something that these two did after Criminal, but before they started doing books at Image. And this is sort of their take on superheroes. So if you want to see more of a pulpy kind of superhero and mad scientists and supervillains and people with superpowers and whatnot, definitely check out this one. It's got the cool pulp style cover on it as well.
Pull it down. Yeah, Blair. That looks awesome.
So there were 2 Incognito series, and this has both of them. It has the original Incognito, the 6-issue series, and then the follow-up series, Bad Influences, also for $19.99. So a couple of very cool noirish.
Does the Fade Out book reference like real Hollywood people, or is it
definitely
made up?
The main characters are made up, but there's definitely stuff in there that's
Hollywood history.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do KickAss. More KickAss than you could shake a
bow staff at.
Bow staff, or a telescoping baton, or a baseball bat, or a katana. This is not everything. It's all like the original stuff before Mark Millar kind of re-branded, re-released, I guess, his Kick-Ass universe stuff that's still going right now. So this is the Kick-Ass 1, 2, and 3, and the Hit Girl series, the original Hit Girl series. So this is it. This is all the original Kick-Ass stuff for $59.99.
What a deal.
If you're a John Romita Jr. fan, that's a whole lot of John Romita Jr. All right. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna get you a table.
I know, right? We should get a table. Paper Girls. Paper Girls from the writer of Saga. This is there's a whole genre that I call the boys on bikes genre, but that's very sexist. We should call it the children on bikes genre, because this is a story about girls on bikes. So it starts off during Halloween, and they're all actually, in fact, paper girls, and a bunch of science fiction and supernaturally things happen to them. As I said, this is from the writer of Saga. This is drawn by Cliff Chang, who did the New 52 Wonder Woman series that had amazing artwork. Actually, between this and Saga, I actually prefer Cliff Chang to Fiona Staples.
Wow.
I think Fiona Staples is fantastic, but I really like Cliff Chang. And as you can see from the back cover here, it's not just girls on bikes. There ends up being giant pterodactyls and robots and all kinds of other things.
What era is this set? Is it 80s?
It's in the 80s, yeah. That's another. As I said, that's kind of one of the things is having it be. It's got to be the 80s. They got to be on bikes. And there's got to be some kind of reference to like horror movies or something. She probably has like a Thing poster in her wall or something. I don't know. The other thing that's cool about this is that it's done. This is the whole enchilada. So it was a 30-issue series, and that's it. And I don't think that they'll do any more. So beginning and a middle and end for $49.99 for the Paper Girl series. They have really great covers.
Oliver Asuna says Cliff Chiang is amazing.
Cliff Chiang is amazing. Okay, Oliver. Since you asked, I think this is fairly priced, sir. You said you're going to lowball me. This is almost a set of Watchmen. It is missing issue 10. I have no idea why. But it is missing issue 10. If I had a complete set, I would definitely price it at more. I thought about buying an issue 10 to complete it, but for shipping and me having to resell it, it doesn't make sense. But if you're a collector, this is definitely a good way to get the whole run and find issue 10 for yourself. So this is issues 1 through 9, and then 11 and 12. Again, 10 is not in there. The 10th hour is missing. And we are selling these for $99.99. And you're welcome to lowball me, I guess, but I'll just ignore you if it's something insulting.
Looks like it's in good condition.
They are very good shape.
And these are the originals.
This is yes, absolutely. This is the original series, original 12 issues, except it's missing issue 10 again, missing issue 10. But 11 out of 12 ain't bad, as Meatloaf said. And that's it, guys. I didn't have as many indie things. Actually, I have a bunch more, but I gotta find them. So I guess tune in maybe next week, and we'll do some more. And in the meantime, I'll show you this stuff again one more time. Okay, give us a call, give us an email, follow us on Instagram or Twitter. If you're probably already seeing us on Facebook, join our Facebook group. We're at like 160 people, maybe more now at this point. And we have a lot more stuff to show you. Tomorrow, stay tuned for more Trading Post used graphic novel editions that I will price and get sorted tonight and try to post tomorrow at some point early in the day. That's it. Thank you again, guys, for all of your help and support, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.